Hey everybody, welcome to my new channel. This is my first video or episode, and I'm just doing this channel because I want to try and just give people my advice. And I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a therapist or anything by any means, but I just I just feel like why not help people if I can. So I asked you guys to send me in some emails if you had any advice, and I got my first email here, and so I'm going to read this off to you, and I'm just going to give you my pretty much my advice. Okay. So here we go. This one's going to be from Alex, and it says, "Hey there, I have a question for your advice channel. I'm a 20-year-old male, a high school graduate, and currently working full time. I hate my job, and the pay is not that good. Most people go to college after high school because they feel they have to, but I never found my calling, if you will. I never had something that I would want to go to college for, so that has left me to join the workforce. I was wondering if you went to college and what for, if that helped you to get where you are today, if you think college is worth it, or if you should only go to college if you're dead set on a subject and a career. And lastly, for some advice on a good paying career that won't require a college degree." Okay, Alex, thank you for writing in. This is exactly the type of material that I was asking for. Okay, so I want to address a few things in your letter that you wrote to me. First of all, you're 20 years old, so you're still very young. You still have a lot of time to figure out what you want to do in life. There is no age or time limit that you have to hit to where you need to figure out what route you're going in life. Preferably, if you can get your career put together at an earlier age, you'll be set better off in life because you don't want to be 40 or 50 and starting a new career where you don't know what you're doing and you don't have a retirement saved up. When you're young, you don't think about retirement. You don't think about your old aged future. All you think about is, oh, I want to make money now and I want to go hang out with my friends and I want to do fun things. But if you can start putting away money now and find a career that can give you some sort of 401k, that's probably the best thing that you're going to want to do. So I know you're 20, but you want to start looking into this serious career as soon as you can. So you graduated high school. That's always a good plus. That means that you didn't get a GED, which is nothing wrong with that as well either. But a high school diploma is great. You're working full time, but you hate your job and the pay's not good. Trust me, dude, I've been there. I worked 3.5 years at FedEx and I wasn't making anything over 15 bucks an hour. And it was pretty much a dead end job. So I can definitely relate to what you're saying. This is most people go to college after high school because they feel they have to, but you never found your calling. Okay, my advice on this subject is that I didn't go to college after high school either because I was the kind of guy that wanted to just immediately go and make money right outside of high school. So literally, I graduated and the next day I started a new job. I already had a job lined up and everything because I didn't want to spend all this time going to college. And for what? I didn't know what I was going to college for either because I never had my calling either. I've always been into like music and art and everything, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what classes to start up for. So I ended up just working, trying to make money. And I was making $9 an hour, I think, and working maybe 12 to 13 hours a week, not doing very well. So then I decided I needed to go back to college too. So I did. I signed up for a few classes and I just didn't do well because I'm not a college kind of person. I hated high school. I hated college. So I dropped it and I just kept working. And so I decided, look, college just isn't for me, and I never found my calling as well. So I just decided to work. But here's the thing. So here's where my real advice comes in, Alex, to you. What kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be somebody that spends years and a lot of money going to college and getting a degree and possibly having a really good future where you're sitting in some sort of office setting or a cubicle and you're in a suit and tie every day and you make a lot of money and you can provide for a family one day? Or do you want to make a lot of money now, find a good career where you don't have to go to college, but you're going to be working really hard your whole life? Because that's the downfall of not going to college. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, college wasn't for me, so I didn't go. Now I have a great career as a mail carrier, and I make a lot of money. I do, and I have a great retirement, and I have everything going for me that I need to go for me career wise. But I can tell you every single day that I ache and my body hurts and my feet hurt and I'm outside in the heat and the rain and I'm potentially attacked by dogs. I have to deal with rude customers. I have to deal with driving a stinky old 30-year-old mail truck. And Every day I go to work, I earn that paycheck, and I work really hard for it, but it takes a toll on you physically, and it makes you tired, and it does take away a little bit from your personal life, because on days where you wanna go outside and do things, it's kinda hard because you're exhausted, you don't really wanna go, which is not fair to, your friends or your family or eventually maybe your spouse or your kids. So that's what you really have to ask yourself. What do you want to do with your life? Do you wanna go to college and spend that money and that time for a career that might pay off, might not pay off? I know a lot of people who have master's degrees who can't get a job in their field, and that's a risk you're taking as well. I'd say my advice for a really good paying career that doesn't require college, first of all, the postal service. You don't need anything more than a high school diploma, and you can make a lot of money right off the bat. Um, Construction is always a good way to go if you just want to earn a lot of money, but you also are risking not being able to work in the wintertime when it rains. You can work for FedEx or Amazon or UPS. All those companies are really good too. But just know, if you don't want to go to college, you're going to be working hard for your whole life if you want to make a lot of money. So I hope that advice was good. This is my first time giving advice. So if you could just subscribe to the channel, tell me, do you guys have advice for Alex as well? You can comment in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one.